Ali and mates, let's go!
Hello.
Hey, welcome back to Ali and Mates, the podcast where we learn cool stuff about this amazing world. I'm Ali. Let's get into it.
Fun fact of the week.
Have you ever thought about why there is sand at the beach?
Not really. I just like building forts.
Well, it's because of the crashing waves. Over the years, the waves break up rock and shells into smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller pieces until they become grains of sand.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain, and I'd like to welcome you aboard Flight 226. If you would like to take off your seatbelts at this time, please do, and enjoy your flight.
Little explorers, let's travel the world.
Let's go!
Today we're going to explore a country in Asia called Malaysia. The capital city of Malaysia is Kuala Lumpur. In Malaysia, people speak lots of different languages, but the main one is Bahasa Malaysia. To say, how are you? People would say, apa khabar? Malaysia is home to one of the rarest animals in the world, the Malayan tiger. There aren't many left in the wild, so they're protected. In the rainforest, there's an animal with arms so long it can touch its feet while standing. Can you guess? It's the orangutan. Malaysia is famous for its food and hospitality. They have a dessert called ais kacang. It's like a giant snow cone in a bowl, and it's got toppings like jelly and red beans and fruit and syrup. In Malaysia, people from many different cultures live together, so they celebrate Hari Raya, Chinese New Year, and Diwali with lanterns, fireworks, dancing, and always lots of food. I would love to explore Malaysia one day.
Sayings explained.
Welcome to Sayings Explained, where we take funny sounding things grown-ups say and figure out what they really mean. Today's saying is,
Be there or be square.
be there or be square. When someone says be there or be square, they're basically saying you absolutely must show up to this thing because it's going to be awesome. The be square part is a little old-fashioned, but back in the day, calling someone square was an insult. It meant they were boring. You know, think of a shape that's rigid and doesn't roll or move easily. So the saying is a way of creating a little peer pressure, as in, if you don't come, you're missing out on something amazing. Don't be boring. So next time your friend tells you to be there or be square, they're not threatening to turn you into a block of cheese. They're just letting you know that whatever they're inviting you to is the place to be and you should come along.
Another saying explained. Mystery sound. Can you guess the mystery sound?
Alrighty, time for our mystery sound. Listen closely and see if you can guess what this sound is. Ooh, I love that sound. Any ideas? If you guess jumping into a pool or water splashing, you're spot on. Good job. Welcome to our new segment, True or False. I'm going to tell you something. You have to guess, is it true or is it false? Here's the statement. The biggest ocean in the world is the Pacific Ocean. What do you think? True or false? It's true. There are 5 oceans in total, all joined together. The Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Southern Ocean, Indian Ocean, and Arctic Ocean. Next time you're swimming at a beach or flying over water, ask someone which ocean is it.
Stories from the Bible.
Today's story is from a book in the Bible called Acts, chapter 16, and it's about 2 men called Paul and Silas and a surprising night in jail. Paul and Silas, they loved telling people about Jesus, but not everyone loved that. They were arrested, they were beaten, they were thrown into prison. Their feet were locked in chains, and it was dark and it was cold. And guess what they did?
Tried to escape?
They sung loudly. They sung songs to God, praising Him right there in the middle of jail. And then what happened? An earthquake shook the whole prison. The doors flew open. Their chains fell off. Who do you think made that happen?
God?
That's right. Paul and Silas were free. But guess what? They didn't actually run away. They stayed. They helped the jailer, the man who was actually guarding them, because this guy was so amazed, he decided he wanted to follow Jesus too. So even when things feel scary or confusing, we can sing praises to God, and sometimes your joy, your singing, your perspective in the situation, your kindness, it might help someone else experience God's love.
Kids Corner!
Okay, welcome to Kids Corner, where we share jokes from our listeners, and today we have a joke from...
My name is Henry, and I'm 5. How do you get Pikachu onto the bus?
How do you get Pikachu onto a bus? How?
You Pokemon!
I love it. Thank you so much, Henry. And if you would like your joke on the show, just ask an adult to read the show notes.
Hey kids, it's Safety Sean here with today's safety tip about staying safe in the sun. It's heating up out there and we all love playing outside, but the sun can be sneaky. It might feel nice and warm, but it can also burn you if you're not careful. And here's why that matters. Too much sun can really hurt your skin over time. It can cause sunburn, which hurts, but even worse can lead to something serious called skin cancer when you're older. And that's why sun safety is super important, even when you're little. So here are a few sun smart tips to keep you safe. Tip number 1, sunscreen needs time to work. You can't just slap it on and then go straight in the water. You've got to wait 20 minutes, and that gives it time to dry and sink into your skin. Tip number 2, when you're at the beach, cover up like a sun ninja. Wear a hat, a long sleeve shirt, and some cool sunnies. You'll look awesome and stay protected. And tip number 3, put your sunscreen on. Again, sunscreen doesn't last forever. You've got to put it on every 2 hours or straight away after swimming, even if it's water resistant. So next time you're heading out to play, remember this. Slip on a rashie, slop on some sunscreen, slap on a hat, seek some shade, and slide on those sunnies. That's the Aussie way to stay safe in the sun. This is Safety Sean, signing off.
Time for some nice news.
This is the part of the show where we share something good happening in the world, and today's story comes from the US, where there's a real-life tech fairy named Craig Clark. Craig is 79 years old. He's retired and he spends his time fixing up old laptops. Then he gives them away for free to people who need them. When someone buys a new computer, they donate their old one to Craig, and he works his magic, fixes the parts that aren't working, replaces the hard drive, and then finds the perfect person to pass it on to. One laptop at a time. Craig is helping people stay connected and thrive. When we use our money, our talents, our time to help others, we make this world a better place.
I love nice news.
Before I say goodbye, let's check how well you've been listening. Question number 1, what does the saying, be there or be square, really mean? Yeah, it means don't miss out on the fun. You're invited and they want you there. Question number 2, if you're being sun safe at the beach, you would have a hat, rashie, sunnies, and what on? Sunscreen. All right, final question. What did Paul and Silas do while they were locked in prison? They sang songs to God. Good job, everyone. As always, great listening. Hey, that's a wrap on today's episode of Ali and Mates. Until next time, have fun, stay curious, and always be kind. Bye for now.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. Steve love a chicken, ringing the bells. Steve love a chicken. I pick my nose. Huh?